my god, I cannot believe the day is finally here. It feels like a dream. I want to pinch myself so bad. Hi guys, good morning. I don't know what's happening to my voice, but I just woke up. It's finally the day. I'm leaving. I don't know how to feel. I'm so excited. But of all days, I want to be so early. So I'm going to shower now. I already cleaned up everywhere. I just have to like fix up my bed, shower, dress up, and book the Uber, and we're gone. I want to pinch myself like, is this a dream? Am I going? Am I? I was finally all dressed up, excited and ready for my journey. I mean, I was going to be seeing my family in less than 24 hours. No feeling in the world could beat that. So I got into an Uber and headed straight for the coach station. I was going to be using National Express to get to London Victoria. Then the journey continues. Like I said, let me know about your holiday plans. If this is the first video you're watching from this homecoming series and a list of other Cameroon vlogs you're going to be seeing, do well to check out my previous video because that's where it all starts. So I finally got to the National Express agency, something like that. We got checked, like just to check to make sure if your name is on a particular coach. I finally got into the 10 a.m coach where I was supposed to be for the 11 a.m coach. One thing that surprised me about this journey is how early I was for every activity. So once I got there, I met this guy who had the trolley, and I paid him £5 to take me to the other side where I had to get a coach to go to London Heathrow Terminal 2, which that was the coach I was going to be using. That's the receipt right there. It costs £10. Let me quickly convert that, and yeah. Hi guys, so right now I'm in London Victoria coach station. Coach just arrived from Manchester, and from Manchester to London it's a 5-hour journey. So just arrived, and when I got there I asked the driver on how I could get a coach or anything to get to London Heathrow, and he told me it was just across the road, so I just have to find departures. So you just have to come out from the exit and cross the road, and you see like different coaches going to different airports here in London, different terminals. So if you're going to a particular terminal, you just have to go. So I got a ticket. The ticket cost £10, but like you saw the guy with the trolley that was like carrying my things, I paid him £5. But in case you're traveling and you have maybe just your single luggage or 2 boxes that you can just pull, then you not have to pay that. You just have to go directly. But yeah, that's what I paid. But yeah, that's what you do for family, innit? I'm making progress. I've been literally sleeping the whole time. I had my face on my own. The coach to London Heathrow was to leave for 4 p.m. So I sat down in the waiting area and waited for the coach to arrive. Once the coach was there, we all stood on a line to show our pass, which is the bus ticket, to get into the coach. I really did struggle with my boxes. Like, finally got to London Heathrow, took a trolley and headed to Terminal 2. I had some issues finding Terminal 2, but I quickly went to one of the decks and asked, and they just gave me directions. So one thing I'll advise whenever you're traveling, always do well to ask, read the boards and everything for directions. Ask people, because if you don't ask, you not know, and you cannot risk going late just because you don't know the place. So finally found Terminal 2, which was the Queen's Terminal. Like I said, always check the information board. So I checked which particular place I had to go to do like the check-in and everything. So I finally got there, stood on the queue. Once it was my turn, like, this lady literally pissed me off while she was trying to, because she's the one who had to like print out my boarding pass and everything, like you saw in the clip, texting and trying to do the job. Once I printed out my boarding pass, I headed to the desk where my luggages were weighed and checked, and I was also asked for my PCR test. So the PCR test is the test which you do at least 72 hours before your journey, which proves that you're not affected by the coronavirus. 5:37 p.m. and my flight is at 8:15. I'm so happy because initially I was a bit scared. Oh, am I going to have to pay extra luggage? So one of my luggages were 23 kg, then the other one was 14.1 kg, but I wasn't asked to pay anything. That was so kind of them, and they just like checked in everything and told me the procedures. I printed out my boarding pass already, so I printed out my boarding pass, and he has just shown me like the security exit and everything. So yeah, I'm excited. By this time tomorrow I'll be home. I'm so happy, so happy. Words cannot explain. I cannot explain it. This is where you go like to check. Your hand luggages go through this slide where they are scanned to check if they have any other things which are not required for your flights. That could be liquids or sharp weapons or things like that. After that, I just headed to find the next board. Like I said, always check your boards, where exactly I had to be to just do the checks and know where exactly I have to go to during the final time where I have to head out to the plane. Okay, so after that, your girl was really hungry. I decided to find somewhere to eat, but then I also explored the London Heathrow Airport, and it was so beautiful. Oh my god. Whew. And it had lots and lots of duty-free shops. You could shop for perfume for your loved ones, and books and things and get food to eat and everything. This wasn't my first time in the London Heathrow Airport, because when I was coming into the UK, I actually stopped at the London Heathrow Airport, but I didn't get time like to explore, because you know the family is there waiting for you and everything. So yeah, I got to explore, went into different shops and just to see, like, compare prices and stuff. I tried getting a book, but I didn't find what I was looking for. So once I go back, I'm going to try to get the book from Amazon. Also, buying at the airport is for the rich, because these items be duty free, but the prices, the prices, man, yeah, for the rich. Even when I decided to get like snacks and stuff, I was looking at the prices and I'm like, what is going on here? Like, what is going on? And at this point, like, the African in me already popped in, because you see, once I went to the like snack shops and things, I saw like bread and stuff, and it was like £5, and it was just like half, not even up to half, like maybe just a quarter. And I'm like, how much is £5 in Cameroon? And I'm about to buy bread for that amount. Oh my god, I was not having it. I'm like, I'm going to be in Cameroon in a few hours, and I'm trying to get bread for £5. Like, what? Am I mad? I was not even trying to have bread. So like I said, I tried to find the book here. I was looking for I Wish I Knew It Earlier, something like that. It's a book by Tony Tone, which I did not see. But yeah, I had a nice time just exploring, going around. I didn't even get to go to all the shops. Like I said, there are so many shops. You have the JD, you have shops where you could shop for clothes. And another good thing with Ethiopian Airline is you were allowed to carry 12 kg. That's including duty-free items which you shopped. So I was like, okay, by the time I'm getting back, then it means I have 12 kg eating. Yeah, so that was it. I was excited, hungry. Later, I said I'm going to explore. Let me know how you're finding this video. Like I said, I'm going to try my best to post every other day until Christmas, and this is episode 2 of my vlogmas. Yeah, so subscribe, let me know what you want to see. I'm going to be having so much fun in Cameroon, hopefully. yeah, story times and every other thing that I have to share with you guys. So yes, like I said, this was the bread. That's the size of the bread. It costs £5. I'm like, please, I'm going to Cameroon. So I ended up having croissant. So I got like croissant and juice. Then I got myself gum, and yeah, just a few snacks here and there. There was a whole queue just to get things. I think a lot of people were hungry, trying to be early. So yeah, this is the shop where I got like juice and stuff. I later on found a place to sit down to like feed my old bones, my old young bones. Yeah, yes. And this croissant was so nice. Like they did a good job. Mission what's happening? Please don't mind my dramatic self. Okay, so after eating, I headed to the waiting section where we had to wait until we start boarding the plane. So right now I'm on my way there. It was about a 15 to 20 minute walk, so I had to get going. Like I said, always remember to check your boards. So I think I had to wait at B34, something like that. So I just headed there and just serving you guys airport views. It's looking nice. Oosh. Yeah, so that's it. If you're watching up to this point, remember to give it a thumbs up, comment so I know you're here and everything. Like I said, I have lots and lots of videos in store for you, so I'm just following the directions. It's really difficult to get missing if you ask questions and read the different directions, look at the board and everything. So I was just going up and down escalators, stairs and everything, trying to get there. A girl is excited. At this point I was not really feeling so much pressure because all the checks had been done, the bag had been weighed. It's literally just getting to the plane and getting home. So yes, let me know your plans for Christmas. Are you going home? Are you going to be surprising anybody? What are you doing? What are you cooking for Christmas? Da 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 da, whatever. Yes. Okay, let me let you guys watch and I'll be back to talk when necessary. I got to the final floor and all that was left is for me to find the gate, that different gates. If you see those yellow boxes or things like that, those are like different gates. So I had to find gate 34. That's where I had to meet all the others and grab a seat with all the other people that were boarding on the same flight as me. Okay, B44. Yeah, gate B44. I also found my MTN SIM card, which I swapped once I got to Addis Ababa. So right now your girl is just walking down the road. There's this neighbor's dog that is really disturbing, but I really have to do this video and edit it and have it up, so just bear with me. I'm really sorry. So I just walked down, and when we finally got to the plane, the hostesses just checked your boarding pass to know your seat number and just direct you to where exactly you had to sit. So just serving you guys a little bit of the view. All the seats you see are those that paid for the economy ticket. Here is my seat at the window. I always like sitting by the window, so each time I'm getting my flight ticket through an agency, I'm specifying I want the seat by the window because I want the view and everything. So I placed my hand luggage on top and sat down. They gave us like a blanket, a little pillow, and I had no neighbors. Like there was no other person sitting around me, so I was just catching cruise, relaxing, sleeping like I paid business class and stuff. Yeah, so after that, before we boarded, once everyone was seated, they gave us like instructions on how to like fasten your seatbelt, emergency doors, emergency exits and stuff like that. And the announcements were given in different languages. That's like English, yeah, and other languages. Also, one exciting thing was you were able to watch like a movie and stuff. I was really tired at this point. I said a prayer I called my friend Manso, and we just spoke, had like a little chit chat. Or when I get to the airport, this is what I have to do. Yes, so these were all the instructions, just giving you guys a snippet of what happened. So they showed it on everyone's screen, how to like adjust your seatbelt in case of an emergency, what to do, and yeah, just basically that's it. After all the instructions and the hostesses made sure everyone had their seatbelts on, I also took my bubble gum and popped it in my mouth, and we were ready to take off. We're finally leaving London Heathrow. I scrolled past, there were so many movie options. I ended up watching a movie called Root of the Problem, something like that, and it was really nice. There were lessons to take out from the movie. Yeah, Root of the Problem. It was really nice. I watched it for a while, then slept off, and yeah. Also on your screen you can find like how many hours is left for the flight and things like that. The time zones were changing, things like, oh yeah. And also, yeah, we got food. This was the last time I was having chicken. I didn't want to have fish because I didn't know how it tastes. I could manage chicken. At first I didn't like the taste of the food, but once I put a little bit of the black pepper and salt, it tasted a bit better. So yes, the hostesses also went by a second time just to give us like a refill of everything. This was in the morning, and I woke up to food. It felt like breakfast in bed, kind of. So, yes, I woke up to breakfast. This is the detail. They gave us like fruit salad, croissant, the bread. I got tea and water as well. Yeah, as an as an original UK babe, Sha, you have to be drinking tea. Yes, so yeah, so we just ate. I continue watching the movie. It was left about 36 minutes for the flight to end. Yeah. So at this point, the co-pilot, or I don't know if it was the pilot that was talking, they gave us like insights, or maybe it's left 12 minutes. The local time in Addis, this is the local time in Addis, this is the time in London, or blah blah blah. This. Like do all to fasten your seatbelt. We're about landing. Da 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 da. This is the view of Ethiopia from here. Like I'm sending you guys views and things. So we finally landed. Thank God we arrived safely. We're instructed to leave the plane. And yeah, Ethiopia welcomed me with sunlight. The climate was really nice. Like it was not cold. I was like, okay, yes, this is it. This is it. Finally getting close to the motherland. Like, oosh. This was my first time in an Airbus. And there were not enough seats. Some people were standing. Um, yeah, so that was it. But yeah, it was really nice. So the Airbus took us close to the airport. After that, I just had like a little view. I went to the bathroom quickly, like just to freshen up, like brush up, adjust my hair, and just make sure that everything was, as a lady. I'd been on the plane for hours, so I just had to quickly clean up. Yeah, so once I got down from the Airbus, we went to, yeah, like I said, I went to the restroom. And once I made sure I was like fresh as I could be at that point, and yeah, we finally got into the airport. I mean, the way they checked us in Addis Ababa. Oh my god. At some point we had to take out our shoes. I mean, we took out our shoes and passed through these scanners. They checked our bags, like checked your body. Like males checked males and females checked females. Like this lady was touching and trying to see. I don't know if I was hiding something. So after all that, I just like went around the airport, um looked on boards again. Like I said, always look on the boards for directions. And yeah, so I'm just giving like a little view of the airport. There were also duty free shops where you could get like souvenirs, African souvenirs and things like that. It was really really nice and beautiful. I had like leather bags and things which were handcrafted, made with local materials and fabrics like that. They were really nice, though a bit costly. like I said, buying in the airport is not it. It's like for the rich. I saw this bag which I really did like, but I didn't buy it because I'm like, what's the need taking this to Cameroon when it's just literally like adding to my luggage and things and making everything uncomfortable. Yeah, that was the bag. And I asked the lady and it was £30, $30 and about 20 something pounds, £24, something like that. Yes. So after that, we just went to sit down and wait for boarding. So after that, I just followed the direction to the waiting area. So you always have to make sure you go and get seated around the gate where you have to wait with the other passengers that are going or boarding the same plane as you. So there were places like teeny tiny restaurants where you could eat or have things just like what you had in London. But hi guys, so presently I'm at the Addis Ababa airport and I've done all the checks and everything. So we're in the waiting area. The aircraft is supposed to leave at 9 a.m. to Douala. I still can't believe I'm going to be seeing my mom today. I didn't want to think about it so much. She's not ready for the surprise. I'm going to be seeing my sisters, my friends. It's exciting, but your girl is so tired and yeah. So just come along with me. It's going to be an exciting holidays and yeah. So you want to subscribe to my channel, stay posted for the surprise and everything. Hopefully we get there on time. I'm just going to keep you guys updated with all the details and everything. Yeah, see you guys. Bye.